Good look nice. Give us.
This is nice.
Yes, just give. Yeah, the show is like doing awkward stands. Like she was like, let me greet you before you go live, and that's after I already hit the go live button.
Hey, friends. Indeed.
Indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. What a pleasure it is to have you here again. Another opportunity for us to consider the subtle bodies, and specifically, how our body gives back. Thank you, Zhao. How Zhao gives me coffee in hand. I appreciate that, Zhao.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Yeah, you're going to be live with us soon.
I had to go into a meeting. But we'll see.
It's true. Thursdays are not Zhao's favorite day because she got meetings. Got meetings on Thursdays? I've been wrestling this side of my hair onto my head this whole morning. Love you, Zhao. It doesn't want to, for the life of me, stay. Maybe I should tie it up. Boom. Nice. The body and the ways in which it gives back. All right. I'm a yoga teacher, as I will let you know over and over and over again. And I had like a whole moment today teaching my class where I really enjoyed practicing. The theme of our class, and now as a result, the theme of this live stream as well, is the ways in which your body gives back. How you're not going to get a little present on your doorstep from your body because you exercised today, but your body will give back to you in ways that you might not be able to predict, right? And it is the subtle things, like how much ease there is in bending down and picking something up, how much ease there is in going for a walk to go and see a sunset or a sunrise, how much ease there is in going down rock faces to go and see the pretty that exists on the other side of them. Hi, Luke McMurray. It's been a while, bro. It's nice having you here. How you doing? How's life treating you? I'm in America now. Have you been here since I came to America? Good morning, man. Good morning. Now I'm wondering, have you been here? Is it the first time in a long time that I'm seeing you? Or have you been lurking? Have you been lurking? I, since coming to America, have seen frozen waterfalls. Is it a waterfall? It's a small one, relatively, but still the water fell. Life is amazing. I have not. I'm so happy to hear that life has been good. Yeah, here we are in Indiana. It is, I think, comfortable outside. Apparently, it's going to be cooling down again, and there is supposed to be tornadoes coming over us. Might be my first tornado. Hi, Melt and Melt streamers. Hey, Nancy. It's nice having you here. I've seen you say that, Melt streamers. Always makes me think, what does that mean to you? Like, I feel like there is definitely a thing about communities wanting to give themselves like names. Melters feels a little bit, I don't know, uninspired. But I do like calling you friends. But I feel friends is also pretty uninspired. Like, we're the friends. Maybe eventually, one of you friends will have to do it. Someone in chat is going to say something and everybody is going to collectively agree that that is, in fact, what it needs to be. And I'll be happy with that. Oh, first tornado season. Has Joe went to get you your porch chair and beer koozie yet? Like the thing that where you put your beer in a koozie and then it keeps your beer cold so you can keep watching the tornadoes. Melt more friends, melt more friends of faces. Yes, that's it. Luke just did it. Luke just single-handedly change the whole course of this community. I I know that I love ya. No disrespect, but you kinda look like MJF. I don't know who MJF is. Mm, Michael Jackson, Flair. No. Hi, hi. Is it Diana? Diana. Hi, Diana. It's nice having you here as well. We do one of these streams every day, every single day. He looks, look him up. He's a famous wrestler. Why did you say no offense? Huh? Why did you start your sentence with no offense? Oh, am I supposed to take offense? I'm starting to take offense right now. Back to the Future. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Michael Jackson Friedman. That's what I'm gonna think. MJF. I should technically have a secondary screen with me, so I can do such things when you friends ask me to. I don't have to have maximum brightness going on in here though. Oh, stop that. This thing is on desktop mode. You stop that right now. It has two desktop modes open. You stop that as well. Can disconnect this for now. Alright. Everything is as they need to be. My computer is reacting the way I want it to. MJF. Wrestler. Oh, I can kind of see it. Yeah. A little bit. I think we got similar haircuts right now as well. I think his is a little bit shorter than mine, but MJF. Yeah. It's not completely far out. I think this is the first time I'm seeing this person though. Is he one of the new wrestlers? Mm. And you're going to cry about it. Suddenly there's just a line. Some of the clothing, maybe that's why you said no offense. Like some of his clothing choices, like this. Like what am I looking at? I'm sorry. MJF could probably fold me like a lawn chair, but I'll still make fun of him. Me and him can be friends. He's 29. He's 2 years older than me. Being an American professional wrestler. He played in Happy Gilmore too. Yeah, how about that? Seems like he has a Texas death match coming up. That's nice. I'm gonna Texas death match quickly. Hop skip in a Texas death match. You're right. I'm sorry. Just automatically assumed you did something. Did Gob do something? What did Gob do? Gob did something. Ooh, Kurz gesagt made an Ozempic video. How Ozempic is quietly changing society. Cool. I do like Kurz gesagt videos. I've not been watching much YouTube at all, so that is something that I think I'd allow myself. Learn a little bit from the man himself. Tornado season. Look him up. Yeah, got that one. Skewbopper Flarbs. Michael J. Fox. Yeah. Exactly, look. Thanks. I know I look like Michael J. Fox. Gobs. Is he related to Lex Friedman? I think they could be. They do look like they have similar-esque faces. If I ask. Are related. First thing I get is religion. Why do you care? Why do you care what religion the wrestler man is? YouTube searchers related. I mean, why do I care if he's related to Lex Friedman? I guess I'm just as hypocrite. Is he? No known familial relation. No known familial relation. Ah, I mean, even he's a fried man, and Lex is a freedman. Right? He has an E. E. He got extra E. So not technically. Relate them. Mm, what I do? If you mash the theater slash default mode button, he could look like Michael J. Fox. Just automatically assume using something. You're right. I'm sorry. You better be sorry for all of this apologizing without reason. You should apologize again, even how angry I am for you having apologized without having a reason to. We got Today's Tomorrow here again. Hey, Today's Tomorrow. It's nice having you. How are you doing today? How's life been treating you? Anything on your mind? Anything you'd like to share with the class? What have you been doing? He actually says sorry again. No, no. Now I feel bad. Oh, you were supposed to say, "I'm not gonna do what you say, Dad," or something like that. Now he's gonna say sorry again, because he didn't say sorry the right way by not saying sorry. Sorryception. Bloated gut. Stupid autocorrect. What did I miss? Farts. The answer is farts. That's what the body gives back. I might have missed the rest of it. I think you might get auto filtered or something. I did switch to all messages. Some stranger called me tasty. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Bloated gut, stupid question. I'm no. No, you need to calm down. You need to take big deep breaths with me. And go and take a cold shower. Maybe run around the block 7 times. Maybe do a bunch of push-ups until all of the blood is somewhere else. All right. That's what you need to do. That's what I think both of us need right now. Yeah, I'm happy that someone's laughing. You think this is funny? You're laughing at me? You're laughing at what the fuck? Wim Hof, Wim Hof, Wim Hof it out. I have actually been doing. I was about to say, yeah, I have actually been doing a little bit of breath exercises. I haven't done any today, but I did do some Wim Hof breathing yesterday for some energizing. I just realized that I didn't log my activity. I'll do so later. Me and Joe have been into data tracking ourselves. We have sensors on our bodies that pay attention, very close attention to how much I sleep and how regularly I breathe. That's the thing that was kind of shocking to me. I breathe, is it like 27% less regularly in a minute than Jovan? She probably does have lungs half the size of mine, so that would explain it as well. I'm like inundated by all of the data that's in my brain right now, and it's like, cool. Cool. The way the body gives back. That is today's stream topic, after all. So I don't feel like we're too far off of topic. The fact that I have this tracker device allows me, in some way, to have more clarity on how me giving things to my body gives back to me. My recovery has been very low. I don't know why that is. Maybe I take long to recover. Maybe I need to do more low strain exercises, as they say. Loaded, but that's what I heard. Howdy, folks. Hello, fellow clips. We got Hoop the Hoops here too. Load button. Oh, I feel like I'm. I feel like I'm in a dream. What's happening? The fuck? Me and you both, Sam. I'm there with you. I'm so confused. What is going on? What is going on? Love is true. Yeah. And the body gives back. Farts as well sometimes. He's not wrong. So what is here? In the middle of my mind's eye, there's a storm. But I look into the eye of said storm, and the eye of the storm looks back at me. If I go deeper into said storm, there's a small little playground, orange, red, and blue. Looks like it's made mostly of plastic, which is a bummer, but sometimes that's how it be. And it seems untouched, despite all of the craziness of the storms moving around it. The center of this little plastic playhouse is stable, calm, even tranquil. That's what here is, I think, Hoopy. There is storms brewing all around us at all times. And this is our little playhouse. And it's calm here. And that's nice. You like that, Hoopy? Is that what you wanted? Am I giving you what you want? Am I showing you what I got? Gobbity Goose says, I got my mountain bike yesterday. Nice. Gobs has been getting himself. You got himself a new one, right? You had one before, but you got yourself the one you wanted now. Right? I think that's what's happening. Now I gotta get husky harnesses and rigging. Are you gonna let them drag you? Is that what's gonna happen? Tell me. Tell me, Gobs. We're gonna be a fucking unit on the trail, screaming at people to get the fuck out of the way. Yeah, I'm coming down the trail at 30 miles an hour. And if you're in the way, prepare to die. My dogs are hungry. Oh, that's horrifying. Hi, Jacob. Thank you for joining us. I think I've seen your little profile picture before. Welcome. Nice having you here. That's a pair of words. Gloated bud. Definitely two words that exist. Gob. That's a visual that I'm not satisfied with just imagining. I would also like to see Gobs strapping a GoPro to his forehead and then letting us see through his eyes, watching as he and then just two dogs running up ahead of him. He says indeed. He says indeed. He said indeed about the part of him feeding people to his dogs. I thought about live streaming it. I mean, I'd watch something like that. Sounds cool. Sounds cool to me. Do it though. Even if it's just, for the prosperity's sake. Even if it's just for you. Sounds like a cool thing to do. Do you got a signal in the middle of the forests or the hiking trails? That's the real problem. That's the real challenge. If I could teleport on your lap, would you push me off or let me sit? I would go to the other room and start processing what just happened. Washing dishes about it or something. Yeah, I'm a city boy. There's data services everywhere. Sick. Love that for you. That is pretty cool. Yeah, like the signal has been semi-spotty in some of the places that I've been to. I've noticed. I went to a crystal shop yesterday. Went to a crystal shop. I do have a photo, but it's on my. Oh, it's not. It's not on my WhatsApp because I have a new number. Bummer. Bummer. I was gonna show you my wheel parked next to a crystal shop. My wheel perched up to a piece of fossilized wood. Big piece of fossilized wood. And in the wall, they put a bunch of crystals or specimens, minerals in the wall. Like building with it like bricks. Imagine some of the most beautiful rocks you've seen in your life used as bricks. All right. And then you go inside the building and there's even more beautiful rocks. I lost my mind a little bit about something that's called crazy lace agate. They have a piece that's supposed to be worn as a necklace that I lost my mind over how beautiful it was. It made me want to be rich so I can buy myself crazy lace agate. And you're like, Melt, I don't know what crazy lace agate is. Well, you're in luck. I didn't know what crazy lace agate was yesterday as well. And then as soon as I discovered it, I was like, this might be one of my new favorite things. Oh my, it's so fucking pretty. I think the piece that I saw was even more beautiful than that. I'm not joking. Like it was even prettier. But that is Buta Mouse. I was like, what am I looking at? And the people that owned the space, they loved that I lost my mind over how beautiful this stuff is. Look at that. Like, oh my goodness. How did you do that, nature? And apparently nature did it by being jelly-like. The lady that like co-owns the space, it's technically her dad's and mom's space, but she basically lives there, so I feel like it's her space as well in that way. She's a geologist, and she was just like nerding out, telling me about all of her stuff. And I was nerding out and listening to all of the stuff that she had to tell me. And I liked it. Oh, did I like it? I feel like the pieces that they had in their space, like I'm not joking. I feel like the pieces that she had wasn't the same color, and I do like this red, but the intricacy, the complexity of the pieces that they have. Here we go. Still not complex enough. Technically, still not complex enough, but like looking at a piece like that in person, I mean, it's pretty here on the device as well, I'll say. Here is another one that's closer, closer to what I saw in person. Look at that person holding that thing. Like it breaks my brain. Like how, how is it that beautiful? Like I've loved rocks my whole life. I love sandstone. I like the way sandstone looks when it just has like its edges and stuff, and the water washing it away. I'm like, I love that. That's beautiful. And then I see something like that, and my mind is like, I'm supposed to love this twice. Where is Love 3? Do you know where Love 5 is? When is Love 7 coming out? Here we go. This one is also okay. Remember I was talking about the high density intricacy? I don't think this photo is good enough. Yummer. Yeah. But this was closer to what I was seeing. You see that? Like with the density of the intricacy, where it's like little circles that start the size of grains of sand, and then it permeates. Like lines so fine that even if I wanted to, I couldn't make them with my hands. Yeah, I am gonna go and live in that shop. I asked them to give me a job. I legitimately did. But I did it in a joking way, where they didn't feel bad about telling me that they don't have a position for me. But I told them that I'm only joking. I'm only half joking, okay? I'm only being 50% serious about wanting to work here. Because I would legit just sit with these rocks and let them tell me what they know. What do you know? We even had a whole conversation about what did we call it? Quantum reality. I got to talk to a geologist about the quantum reality, about how rocks affect us. She even told me directly that she does believe there's frequencies encapsulated in these things, right? That the frequencies that they hold is a direct result of the minerals and stuff that exist in these rocks, and that holding them, they influence the frequencies that exist inside our bodies as well. And I felt really inspired. Like I'm just getting lost. I need to stop. I'm just looking at Crazy Lace Agate right now. I like it so much. The piece that they had a piece the size of my hand. It was $1,500 US. Oh, I want it so bad. Like I really want it. $1,500. I can't get it. I need to get rich so I can on pretty rock. You work to feed a family. I work to buy rocks. We're not the same. Oh, it's so pretty. One day. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go there once a week. And then I'm going to go and look at that rock like it's mine. And then I'm gonna wish, please, 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 nobody buys it. Please, 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 until I can. At some point. Will I? Like that's the real problem I'm having inside my mind. Is that part of me wants to. Part of me wants that rock. I really do. Like really, really want it. But I don't know if I can get myself to pay $1,500 for a rock. Will I be able to do that? I'll have to like look the other way while giving my payment information. Right? I think maybe if I do it that way, it'd be possible. But yeah, part of me wishes I took some photos of it as well. I don't think that the photos were gonna do it justice. I absorbed with my eyes as much as I could. The way that I got handed that rock as well. The it's he has an M name. Her name is Kim. The geologist lady is Kim, not Miller. Markle, something like that. His name is. I was like, I can't believe that we're M name people. But the mom, she's 87. She hands me this $1,500 rock, and I can see the way that she hands it to me. She's making it very clear. Don't drop this, please. Whatever you do, don't drop this rock. And I took that rock like a little baby. And then I looked at the bottom of it for the longest time, and I could feel her getting skizz because only one side of it is polished and the rest of it is natural stone. And I'm like just as fascinated by the outside of this stone. I'm like, oh wow. And then she goes, "You're supposed to turn it over." And I'm like, "No, I know. I know that there's something down there that I'm not seeing yet." And then I turn it over, and as soon as I see that polished face, it literally feels like I'm seeing something I'm not supposed to see. Like I'm witnessing a reality that was supposed to be hidden from me, you know? I think that's the part that's so beautiful because again, in nature, just human versus nature, it's nigh impossible to polish a stone like that, right? With that level of intricacy, with that fineness, with the depth that they polished it to as well. You wouldn't see something like that. And then witnessing it with my eyes, I have this like dumbfoundedness, right? I'm an artist. I try and make pretty things, and then I witness the pretty that nature makes, and it makes me feel so inadequate that I like it. That I'm like, I need a lot of work to do. Maybe if I spend the next 5 billion years getting good, maybe I'll be as good as nature. All right. Good thing I started 5 years ago. Still got a lot of working to go. Go, that's a visual. I'm not satisfied with just imagining. There it is. I got a mad busy work day today, so I gotta run, people of the earth. But I'm off tomorrow, so I'll see you then. We love you, Dan. We'll see you again soon, bro. Make that money, poopsie. Yeah, make that money, and then help me buy nice rocks. Yeah, we're gonna buy nice rocks together. No, no, probably not. I shouldn't. I shouldn't buy rocks like that. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a wise. Would it be wise? I don't think so. Mm-mm. There's this part of me that's like, you want that rock? You want it? And like, hey, stop, trying to convince me to spend $1,500 on a rock. I'm not gonna do it. Bird live screaming in the background. Live screaming. Mojo. That's hilarious. I hope you're still here, bro. Sending you love. One layer at a time. Nature is my favorite and most emulated artist, right, Luke? It really is that way. I feel these laughs with us. Makes me happy. A surprising number of rocks begin as jelly. It is like a little bit of a liquidy, right? Like liquids and I guess solids, dissolved solids existing. That technically is what jelly is. It's liquid with dissolved solids in it. You're not wrong. Hoopty hoops. I have an anhydro quartz that has water trapped in it. That is cool. I think anhydro quartz does mean having water trapped in it, but I appreciate you telling me. That is pretty cool, right? Ancient water in a little vial that you get to hold on to. Anyone could say that about anything. Every physical thing has frequency. Our hearts beat at a different frequency than our bowel movements. It means nothing. I want to believe that it means nothing too, Gabs. The scientist in me is like, you hippies and your rocks. But, but, I'm a hippie and I like the rocks. So I kind of get it. Part of me gets it. Right? I had a moment once before with red jasper. Like, check this. I'm gonna now fact check myself as well. But a friend that I had at the time told me, "Hey," because I told her I don't dream much. I don't have dreams much, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you need some red jasper under your pillow," she says to me, and I'm like, "Okay." And then she gives me a piece of red jasper, and then I put said red jasper in my pillowcase, and suddenly I don't only have more dreams. The quality of my dreams were like rock like, you know? It's like as weird as rocks can be, my dreams were. And it did make me experience a bunch of things. I stopped. I took that rock out of my pillow casing because I was like, okay, thank you. Enough. I've had enough. I don't want any more, please. Would you spend $1,500 on a human's artwork? Why not nature's work? Yeah, the most I've spent on a human's artwork is $1,000. A little bit more with the current exchange rate, like $1,200 I spent on a person's work. So yes, technically I would. I think the fact that it's a rock, right? Like the work of art that I paid that much for is 9 feet by 6 feet big, right? Very big. Really a whole wall work of art. However, the rock fits in the palm of my hand. I would carry that rock around with me, legitimately. Like other people would take out their cell phones, I would take out my rock and just look at it. You think I'm joking? You think that was a joke? It was not a joke. I'm serious. If I paid that much for a rock, I'd have to carry it with me. I'd be like, damn it. It fits in my pocket. I have no excuses. All right. Now, what now we know is that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Of course. Silly me. Why didn't I realize? Why didn't I remember that? And my body poops. Woo wee! My screen is so sensitive that sometimes, without even touching it, I lose melt by hovering. There are some scary live streams out there. Yeah. I also sometimes make the mistake of scrolling past my live stream, and I have seen some stuff instantly where I'm like, oh, I did it. I just did it. Why did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? This is our little playground of sanctuary. Safe here in the middle of the eye of the storm. That's totally crazy. So interesting hoop. I didn't beg you for the type to embrace that part of spirituality. I think Hoopy is joking. Part of me thinks he's joking. Are you joking, Hoopy? Or are you being serious? In my body. Scary streams out there. I heard that, man. Toofy, not even a minute. And I was like, what? Again, in Melt versus Melt. It's hard to polish. It is hard to polish things, right? Especially if you want to polish something in a way that it accentuates the piece instead of just like taking away what is, right? How deep you have to go, how much you end up cutting away. There's an art in that as well that you are paying for, right? Someone did that. Use your 3 minutes to get some water. Any more of these weird comments and you'll get vended your own day long ban. Yeah. Yeah, I like as much as the next person being seen, or what's the word I'm looking for? Being desirable, right? As much as the next person, but I reserve my being desired for not this space, right? Because there's so many of us, right? And nobody really wants to be there. Like you've heard the whole get a room thing. Nobody really wants to be there for kissy kissy the whole time, right? And if you do want to be there for these other channels, there is a lot of internet out there on the internet. It's interesting who use man. Yeah. There we go. Gab says my most hated new age jargon is raising your frequency. Bish, there is an amalgamation of like 10,000 frequencies going on in your body and you can't control any of it. I do in part agree, right? However, however, you do have some control over some of those 10,000s, right? Depending on how much sun you get, depending on how much good food you eat, depending on when you went to sleep, depending on how much exercise you did, depending on whether you took a shower or not, depending on how you smell, na 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 na, na, layer. And all of those, they might have more impact than some of the other 10,000s, right? These views can tune us a little bit, right? And for me, a raised frequency, if I have to use that jargon as you said, would just be feeling good, right? Now I feel good. And then as you said, like the spirituality jargon can be like, oh, I don't feel good. I raised my frequency. I'll have you know. I raised my frequency and then I felt better. No, no. You ate good food, you slept appropriately, you exercised. All right, that's me. That's where I'm like, no, actually, there are actionable steps because telling a person, that's where I take offense, right? Telling a person, just raise your frequency. Have you considered raising your frequency? That's not actionable. It's not actionable. Oh, what did I think about that, Melt? Raise my frequency just like that. Yeah, so I get you. Same, Gobs. But, but, I still do get what they're trying to say. I just think it's the whole uh, dogma. It's basically just extra dogma, right? Because of a price tag of $1,500 means that somebody is objectifying nature for their own benefit, Mojo. And I'm sure I speak for everybody here when I say, fuck them, folks. Well, Sam, they've been doing it for 60 years. They've had that shop. Technically, they've moved, but they've been running that shop with their stock for 60 years right now. And when they started back in the day, the stuff that they were selling was basically worthless, right? They would go to mountains and they would go to old mines and then they would like extract stuff and then they would bring it back home and they would polish it. They would get like some of their rocks from New Zealand, some of their rocks from Mexico as well, and they would polish it in their space. Like the thing that they did to try and add value, even back in the day, like when they started, is by turning these beautiful rocks into wearable pieces, right? Adding value by making it something you can wear, right? A little work of art you can wear. And then they would like set it in silver and stuff like that. So I do believe they add value and that they're worthy of the value they add, right? I don't think they're wrong for earning a living in that way. However, because there is such a great uptake in people becoming aware of how beautiful rocks are. I see Gav sent me a reward. I haven't seen it yet. I can just see the thing. It's probably going to pop up in a second now. Okay. But because of the amount of people that have bought these rocks, Sam, there's literally, right? And they know because they're in the industry, and we had the conversation yesterday. There's literally less than there's ever been, right? Technically, there's still minerals in the earth, but when it comes to the stuff that's already been extracted, most of it's been bought. Most of it's in homes right now. And in that way, in order to have this piece that they have, the market demands that it costs more. Otherwise, if it was $10, the next person that walks in there would buy it, right? And maybe again they could like take the $10, but if they can get $1,000, wouldn't be a very wise financial decision, right? And it is true what you say about like taking nature and commodifying it and making it making it money. But we do that with corn, right? It's not as glamorous, right, as Crazy Lays agate, but we do it with corn as well. And corn is also nature. Like we beat corn into submission until it did what we wanted it to do, which I think is arguably even more heinous than polishing a stone. And still, I don't mind it. Technically, I don't technically mind it. Right? Part of me even likes it. You like what, Mel? I like the fact that we can manipulate nature for our needs. I really like it. There's something called CRISPR, and there's a new form of technology now, where instead of it's technically a different type, right? There's something called Cas9, which is the pair. It's like I don't know if it's a protein necessarily, but it's essentially I think it might be a protein. It's a cell with a job, and that cell's job is to receive DNA information and then to insert that DNA information into the genome of the species it's in, right? And we found more of those machinery, essentially, that allows us to, with more fineness, tweak our DNA, right? And that's what's happening right now. CRISPR has been out for a while now, but now there's even better stuff coming out, which is super cool. And it means that we're going to genetically modify our stuff even harder. And I'm stoked about that. But Melt, maybe we're all die. We're all gonna die anyway. And I would rather die of complicated new disease than starvation. Am I? Is that true? I don't think there's going to be any diseases. I think calories are very interesting. The fact that we've been feeding human beings like soybean oil and cottonseed oil. You know, cottonseed oil was initially like a waste product that we would use to grease our industrial machines. And then we figured out how to clarify it. And that's how Crisco suddenly came into existence. All right. So we were like, oh, let's put a bunch of chemicals and a bunch of heat on this oil. And then suddenly it becomes palatable, it becomes flavorless. All right. And you can put it in food without it being noticed. And we've been doing that for it's like 100 years, 90 years. Hey, Google, how long ago was Crisco developed?
Crisco was developed 115 years ago, first hitting the market in June 1911. Would you like to know more about the history of hydrogenated oils?
Hydrogenated oils. Tell me about the statistics and what it's been doing to people.
Historically, Crisco was high in artificial trans fats, which were linked to roughly 50,000 deaths annually in the US due to heart disease.
Oh my goodness.
Research shows that trans fats raise bad LDL cholesterol while lowering good HDL cholesterol, increasing heart attack risks by 21% to 28%.
Oh, that's all? Just a 28% increase in heart attacks? And we've been doing that for 100 years. Technically, 114. 114 years. Human beings have been eating something that was never meant, literally, not meant to be eaten, right? And now we're genetically modifying things that is supposed to be eaten, so it can be even more eaten. That's the way I see it, at least. I mean, again, 50,000 people a year is a wild number. But I'm sure there was other health factors involved as well, right? Those people that died were the ones that might have been even less metabolically healthy, even less active, eating even less other whole foods of their diet. Human beings are very strong. If you like this movie is coming up in my mind, go watch White Noise. That movie lightly touches on the feelings I'm having right now. All right, like, we are socially experimenting on ourselves all the time. And we're just kind of like, oh, let's Let's see what happens. Come back in 20 years, and then we'll check again. I must try now. I haven't remembered a dream in a while. Yeah. My dreams are also not very clear to me, to be honest. Hi, it's me again. Hello, Mr. Russian username. I knew that, Hoop. I'm always interested in you telling me about your beliefs, man. You teach me so much. Hoop the Hoop. He does have a way of teaching in his own way as well. Hoop makes me relieved to realize that which I certainly am not. Thank you, Hoopy. Earth is a big rock. Ooh. How much? How much? Please. Please tell me how much, and I'll get a loan. Right. If I can gush out about looking at a crazy lace agate, imagine how I'll gush out holding the earth. Only 70 trillion? How much do they think? Hey Google, if someone wanted to sell the earth, how much would they charge? Weird question to ask Google.
Estimates value Earth at roughly $5 quadrillion, though a formal price tag remains impossible. How it's calculated,
$5
astrophysicist
quadrillion.
Greg Law
$5 quadrillion. Only that? Only a 5 quadrillion? Easy peasy. I'll get a loan tomorrow. It'll take me 17 eternities to pay it off, but I'll be king of Earth. Right, so I can change the rules and be like, actually, no, I don't have any debt. Actually, all debt has been abolished. And happy Christmas. Oh, so much love in chat. Earth is a big rock. Melt rocks. And what do you get? Glass? Magma? Amongst them. Good one. I was thinking lava or magma too. Basalt. He's so cute. Love is true. That bitchy mod, he just called me. Like, y'all don't already know. Cry more. Oh, that's what I say. Oh, we know. We love your lawful, neutral, bitchy mood. I'll take it over the chaotic, evil, bitchy mood of that one chatter that leave us of their burdensome presence. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know what you're talking about. Love is true. If someone's crystals, chants, or cosmic glitter helps them heal, even if it's just a placebo fairy doing her job, that's still a win. As long as nobody's getting hurt, I'm all for it. True. I'm just realizing I'm way behind. Howdy, friends. I'm late to the party. Me too, Xiao. Actually, I'm not that far behind. Cosmic glitter isn't on my tool bag. I'm interested. You don't have cosmic glitter? Shame. You poor thing. My mind is trying to articulate what cosmic glitter is to myself. And I'm thinking, is it stellated? Hey Google, show me stellated quartz. I don't think it might be stellated quartz.
Here are the chords.
What? It's giving me chords. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. This is fine. These language models don't understand me. Is it stellated? Stellated. Stellated. No, quartz. Is it stellated? Rutilated. There we go. Rutilated quartz. Yeah. This is what cosmic glitter looks like to my mind. When I think cosmic glitter, I think about rutilated quartz. Look at that. Isn't that cosmic glitter? That's as cosmic glitter as I can imagine. I saw a piece like that as well. They had a little bit smaller piece, like cut there. Piece really nicely polished there as well of rutilated quartz. Look, cosmic glitter. Look at that. That looks like cosmic glitter if I've ever seen it. Damn it. I could imagine myself having a piece of cosmic glitter. Here's a bunch of different rutals. Yes. Small little baby rutals going all directions. Big old rutals. And look at that glittery one. Cat's eye one. I like rocks. I've liked rocks for a long time. My dad used to bring me rocks from his work when I was, I think he started when I was 5. And I loved it. I was like, every time he brought me a cool rock, I was enamored, wanting to understand what it is I'm looking at. Why? That's the thing, right? If there was no frequencies, this is just the aesthetics thereof. I love trees as well, but I don't love trees as much as I like rocks, I think. I don't want to compare, but I'm sorry, trees. I'm sorry, trees. The rocks have something to tell me. Maybe it's an age thing. I love trees because I know they're these old entities, right? Like 100, 200, maybe 1,000-year-old entity. And then I look at rock and it's like hundreds of thousands, million-year-old entity. And I'm like, this is pretty cool. How long have you been like this? I ask the rocks. And they go, I hope you have a long time. Sit down, let me tell you a story. God speaks to us in ways we understand, Joe. I believe that if someone else has faith in that, then God could and would use them rocks to promote healing. Yeah. I do believe in the healing power of community as well. Would be the first time he did cool shit with, wouldn't be the first time he did cool shit with rocks. I could probably get a signature loan for that much. I have very good credit. Nice. Good to know, Gobs. I think you be owner of Earth, and then I'll be like, in your basements. All of them. Terminated. Rocks. Kidney stones. I don't know why you are doing this to me, Hoopy, but now it has to be done. No, it has to be done, though. You did it. You did it, Hoopy. This is all your fault, though. This is all you, bro. This is what's gonna happen. Are those real? No, those are grains of sand. Which ones I'm gonna show you? I'm gonna show you one of these. They're not bad looking, but they do also have an element. There we go. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. This is kind of horrifying, but it's Hoopy's fault. So if you're projecting any like, oh my goodness, send it to Hoopy, okay? It's not my fault. But look at those. Look at what they look like. Them kidney stones. Look at that fucking thing. Can you imagine? Okay, let's stop imagining. Yes, that's better. But still, that thing was built inside a human being. That looks like a cool rock. Like, that's a cool rock. I need to stop looking at the rest of the photos. It is horrifying me. But look at that. Yeah. Yeah, even the kidney stones are cool. Still technically rocks. Still can technically like them. We have a friend that actually recently had a kidney stone removed. It was not as dramatic. Within a week, within 2 days, technically, he went from not being okay to being okay. The human body gives back and is really resilient. Do you like ugly rocks though? Yes, I do. Relative. I mean, I think a kidney rock is as ugly a rock as you can get, probably, relatively speaking, and I like them too. Wheel is turning slow today. Morning, y'all. Hey, Darren. Sending you love. There is more evidence for Santa Claus than God. Yeah. I'm also not the most theological person. My relationship with God is a very open one, right? Like, I see God as everything, including the fridge, including the dog, including the rocks, right? And for me, my worship is in gratitude and in love, right? And like using the fridge appropriately, right? Not slamming the doors on the fridge kind of thing, because that wouldn't be something God would like as a fridge. Giving the dog scritches instead of throwing them against walls, because God likes scritches as dog and not getting thrown against walls, right? That's my relationship with God pretty much. And that way I don't have to overcomplicate it, right? Is love true? Love is true? Yeah? Good. You got it. You know everything you need to. If there were hard evidence for God, then your belief in Him would not be belief. It would be compulsory acceptance. Think for a minute. A part of me, I would appreciate. I personally would appreciate compulsory acceptance over belief, right? Faithful belief, because again, I have compulsory acceptance that I need to sleep enough hours every night in order to feel okay. Right? Whether I believe it or not doesn't really matter. Right? Because that's the way it is. And for me, it's the same thing with my relationship with God. I am living in this world, and how much I love this world is my love for God. And I believe that in loving this world, God loves me back, right? The everything loves me as much as I love the everything, because there is no separation in my mind. Literally, it's the unity, the oneness element, right? Like you are it. There's nothing coming to save you, kind of thing. You gotta save yourself. You gotta start loving your life if you want your life to be loved and loving and lovable. And yeah, compulsory is one of those things, right? Some people know that sleep is something they need enough of, and they still don't believe. They believe they can sleep 4 hours a night and still be okay. It's like, hey, you can believe all you want. I guess there is few genetic anomalies that only need like 5 hours of sleep a night, but statistically, you in one of them. Faith in things not seen is how the entire spiritual universe functions. I have God to thank for that. Let's stop imagining had me. Right. Strange man here. Hey, Yaugers Farm. Nice having you. Did you listen to Tupac? I can't really say I did ever listen to Tupac. Maybe I've like heard one of his tracks, but I would be amiss to say that I was a Tupac listener. Let me see if I can get to the present with this space. Love is true. Our Sam friend keeping the space safe. Context. Died of complications. Comment is another example of somebody coming in here and trying to fly under the radar. Makes sense. Yeah. Not very clever. Not very clever. Maybe just again a derogatory. Some people do like degrading experience, right? Some people. Some people will find a satisfaction in making something awkward. Timed me out yesterday. You seem to like being timed out then, Kid D. You like it? You like getting put in the corner with all of the other bad kids with mouth tape tied to a pole in the back. You like that? That your idea of a good time? No? It's not? Huh. You ever go to school? Yeah. Yeah, in school, usually. And I hated it for that reason, just for what it's worth. Being disruptive of class gets you put in timeout, right? And this is not exactly school, but all of us are learning from life, little by little. Bro, I don't love getting timed out. You don't? You don't love getting timed out? Whoa. Your mod is abusing their power. I mean, you could be getting timed out right now, and the mod is letting you be, Kid D, because you're saying something. You're actually saying something. You're not just right? Copy pasta nonsensing. You're now speaking. Now suddenly we're two people. Bro, you sound like a teacher now. Yeah, I am. I'm literally a teacher, right? Like I'm a yoga teacher. That's technically one of my jobs. That's how I earn most of my money right now. You're like an English teacher. And I used to be an English teacher. I taught English for 2 years, right? So literally, I've got a lot of teacher fractal inside me body, right? And again, I believe that a teacher can be a very impactful person on our lives. In fact, juffrouw, forgetting her name, my third grade teacher, juffrouw Mari, or something like that. Juffrouw is our word for teacher, right? She made me feel like she cared about me, right? That she wanted me to be in her space, that she wanted me to say things, right? And when I was just being disruptive, when I was just like talking to the friend next to me nonsense, right? She wouldn't tolerate that. She'd be like, "Hey, oh, hey, bro, how about you stop? How about you stop doing that?" And then I would respect her for it because she didn't just try to silence me. She encouraged me to share good stuff when there was good stuff to be shared, and she encouraged me to stay quiet when she was in a state of teaching. I see teachers everywhere, and today I found myself here. You're a teacher too, Luke. Do one of you friends want to tell me when to stop? I should have probably said that. Somebody tell me stop. Teacher, we don't understand Afrikaans, G. Denk jy ek weet dit nie? Ek sal sommer Afrikaans met jou praat omdat ek weet jy verstaan nie. Ja, ek sal. Ek sal sê net soos ek lus het, ek sal vir jou alles vertel wat jy nie weet nie. Stop. Yes, flagrante. Ooh. I haven't pulled this card much. Oh! I just read the word. What are the odds? Look at that. Teacher. I don't know if it's the wrong way around. Let me do it like this. A teacher. We pulled the freaking word teacher. Right, those are the core meanings of these cards. The Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. To be a teacher. The cards want to tell us right now as well. The teacher card, nice, right? That is pretty cool. I do like synchronicities like that. Draw one for everyone who said stop. I think I should draw one for Gobbledygoo as well. I'll do that. I'll look for his flarp. Which one is a flarp in here? This one. This one is flarping. I'm gonna hide it from myself for now. I will reveal it only after reading the first card, the teacher card. Let's see what it says. We'll see what Gob's card says as well. It's unrevealed. There on the floor. Or on my leg, I guess. Sisterhood of the Rose. We have really not pulled this card many times. There it is. Pretty cool looking. Maybe I can show you properly what the card looks like as well. Do you sing or dance? Yes, I do sing and dance. I believe it's some of those ways in which the human being likes to express itself. I don't sing much. I'll sing like while I'm like tending to the bird kind of thing. But I do enjoy it. All right. Sisterhood of the Rose. I will now start reading. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity, seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages It is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The fact that we really zoned in on talking about how beautiful the rocks are, seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. That's the path that we're on, right? That's like the most important thing we can do. Like, if I go somewhere, do I want to see beauty or not? Right? More often than not, that's gonna be what I'm looking for. I don't go somewhere because it's ugly, right? Oh, it's disgusting here. Let's go there. Yay! Yeah, and even in the disgusting, right? Even in a rat dragging a pizza slice down the subway stairs, I can see beauty in that. I can be like, neat. You can. You can look for that beauty. The rose symbolizes the heart and sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Like, it's melting my brain how many of the things I've said in the stream is coming out in this card, right? Like, I said the word, it feels like I'm looking at a secret language, looking at that polished size of the crazy agate, crazy lace agate. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insights and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way, too. This could be through your own creations, or in the little things like how you dress, to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more. And you shift the vibrations in ways that it can be felt. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This card is on it. This is like, there it is. There the goosebumps come. You see them? Little bit goosey bumpers. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah, see. Yo. Doubled up. I think Jeebs is in this photo. Yeah, there he is. There B.O. Jeebses. Jeebses and the Buddha and Mary Lynn, I think. And there's a bunch of Council of Light. Divine orchestrations, helpers in the subtle realms. I think this is a card that Sam could relate to as well. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look at all of those divine council members chilling in the ethereal realm, watching over us from space. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Did I talk about the subtle bodies? I wanted to talk about the subtle bodies today, but I don't know if it came up that way. There it is. Council of Light. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Can I please have the earth? Can I please have the earth? Can I please have the earth? Help me. Help me have the earth. I'll take such good care of it. Free healthcare for everybody, at least, right? There's more than enough homes as it is. We'll distribute and figure out a way to get people homed. Yes, please, 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 please. Okay, I can see it now. If I can see it in my mind, I can hold it in my hand. And I can see in my mind, me holding the earth in my hand, the divine council is one of the biggest admissions of all the gods the Bible makes. We can find reference to that governing body in the book of Psalms. Yes, all the gods are real. All the pantheons, all the spiteful, petty, benevolent weirdos are real. Yep, real as you and me. I don't give my spirit team permission to speak to me in a form of my own thoughts. They must manifest actual audio waveforms that I can hear. That feels like a reasonable request. However, hearing a voice inside my head that's not my own will make me lose my mind. I will go crazy. So please don't do that to me, please. Please. Talk to me in symbolism, right? Like, I have like a bunch of symbols in my mind that I find significant, and they know. They know which symbols. They know. Your boy does not want to go want to go past high show. Yeah, a little bit past Passesiums. Sakakio. Gonna go completely Sakakio. Alright. Alright. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. And what would you like them to help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? I'm delegating the task of convincing every single person on planet Earth that love is true. And I'll still do my part. I'll do it on this side, but you have like realm to everybody's minds, right? Like, just you don't have to go against their will. Just like show them little thingies every now and then where they like get loved by a friend or a colleague in the smallest of ways, and they go, I think love is true. I just want them to come to that conclusion by themselves, right? But give them a bunch of evidence so that they come to that conclusion. There you go. Task sent. Divine inspiration. My ideas are one with the Most High. That is pretty cool. I feel that synchronicity, Luke. All right. The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the raising of Earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. That line, I really disagree with. Gobs, I can feel Gobs being here with me. I don't like that. That I don't like. Right? That feels like too close to taking my personal autonomy away from me. Whereas, like, oh yeah, my light mission was given by Spirit Realm. Maybe, but I don't want to believe it. Like a spirit world united nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and for devoting your life to uplifting the planet. That I can vibe with. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm doing it from my own will. I have not been given this as something to receive. I don't think, at least. Pray. Big one again. Pray to them. Nay, I don't pray to anything. Ask them for clarity. Yeah, I can ask. Ask them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. And put in your requests to let them get to work. Again, my request is simple. Convince everybody on earth without a shadow of a doubt that love is true. Don't force it upon them. Just give them evidence over and over and over again. Right? To the point where it's like a inevitability, where it's like this foregone conclusion, where they just go like, oh, how did I not see that? And then we all collectively switch on. Right? I think the year is going to be 2044. Might take us a second to get there, but I'm patient. I am very patient. Really patient. So patient. Let me see. I think I might have missed them. Let me open it here, so I can chillax. Makius Bojalaxis. What's happening? Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. Divine inspiration. Okay. If it were that easy, it wouldn't bear fruits, Gab. The voice you listen to is small and quiet and very easily missed if your mind chatter is too loud. Jesus was the practical example, but he might have told everyone when he left that India took all those extensive ass notes. Might have told everyone when he left that India took all those extensive ass notes. It honestly would make my job easier. Yeah, I've had the conversation with my dad as well about, Jesus disappeared for a little bit. Like he was just not there. Where was he? And I go, there are theories that he went to India and he studied under the yogis and he became a yoga practitioner. I can 100% see Jesus practicing a yoga or two, right? And he was like, Yassi, this is some good shit, isn't it? And then he went back and he was like, how about we're all God? How about that? Have you considered that? Because that is kind of, the Indian. They've understood that for a long time. For a long time. It's true. Gab, my job is as a spiritual guide. If you're having questions about shit, I'd like for you to ask me. I think he was giving a eyebrow raise for if you're a light worker, your mission is something that you received from the divine council, right? Like the ego in me takes great offense in considering such a reality. It was like, what? I am given instructions by someone else, starts not doing it, starts working darkness instead. It's like, yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you? It's just my archetype. My personality is like that a little bit. Joe says external insight is just the world reflecting back at us. What we experience is shaped by how we see it. Nothing is inherently anything. How we observe reveals more about us than the thing itself. That's some wisdom. Judaism is rooted in the Eightfold Path. Really? Is that for realies? I know the Eightfold Path. Again, yoga fractals, the Ten Commandments minus the two that declare who the real Slim Shady is. How you best not be using that name is the Eightfold Path. That is trippy. I think you're right, even. They're like, wow, this is some good shit, isn't it? However, we can't have them thinking that, everything's God. So there's only one. And you better not be saying God about it, or you're going to go to hell. You better be careful. Better be careful, or you're going to go to hell. I don't believe in hell, right? If there are things to be believed in out there, hell is not one of them that I'm going to give any of my belief to, right? But Mel, surely you understand hell can be a thing. And like to that, I agree. I'll be like, yes. Puts down my tablet to go and look for my tablet. Silly me. All right, I believe hell is a state of separation. I've been in hell on planet Earth many a times, right? And in that way, it's not something I have to believe in. You can't believe in something and know it to be true at the same time. All right. Hello. I'll come and say hi to you in a second, Zobirder. I'm just finishing up here. I'm gonna show the friends a flower. Are you ready to see a flower? Sorry about that. You said so. I'll come and say hi to you in a second, Zo. Look at that. Hello. I'm coming in a second, Zobird. I'm almost done with my live stream, okay? Almost done. No. All right. Alrighty. My heart eyes. Aww. Hard eyes for me. Oh, oh my goodness. That's right. I have a meeting in 30 minutes. All right, let me get this done. All right. Peace is allowed. Oh my goodness. Honestly, the more I think about separation from God being the actual hell, the more I think you're fucking right about it, Melt. Nothing has made more sense than that. And again, in that way, hell and the separation of God is something that I consider temporary, right? That you can choose, in a way, hell for yourself, right? You can self isolate, you can like boil yourself in so many words in that acid of like, and then you can get out of it and then head back towards the light, metaphorically speaking. Remind ourselves that peace is something we allow. All right, I like this poem. I think it came out well. I raise my hand in defense, fear and fight in my body language, sending signals of war when peace is what I'm fighting for. My arms are tired, lifting concerns to mind, picking up on all the ways reality affects my insides, closing my eyes in a ceasefire of seeing. Keeping quiet long enough to listen, to notice that there is nothing to be said, apologies may be more appropriate. Holding a hand out in trust that the other side will hold you with love. Peace is not won, it's allowed, it's what permeates when the fighting stops. I put down my hands to rest them in my lap. Yeah, peace is allowed. Peace is not won, it's allowed, it's what permeates when the fighting stops. I'm gonna set up for my meeting. I appreciate your friends for joining me again today. What a pleasure it is to share this space. This is Sparta. This is presence that we are allowing ourselves. Thank you, friends, for joining me again, for sharing this time with me. I'll see you again tomorrow, everyone. Love you, dear friends. Goodbye, everybody.